This is Musab Qatawi. He was held in an Israeli prison for 3 years, and last week he was released with the Star of David shaved onto his head.
يمسك راسك ويحطه فيه ويرسم رسم نجمة داود
This is just the latest example of Israel weaponizing this religious symbol to mark their territory. It's hardly a new phenomenon. In August 2023, before Israel began its war on Gaza, Israeli forces were accused of imprinting the Star of David onto a Palestinian man's cheek in the occupied West Bank. In 2024, Palestinian prisoners were released by Israel with clothes marked with the same symbol. Refugee camps, homes, stores, mosques, tagged with it. And there's more. This article from Al Jazeera shows satellite images of the Star of David carved into Gaza that can be seen from space. The image was drawn by Israeli army tanks on top of the destroyed homes of Palestinians in Gaza. So the list goes on. Lebanese writer and researcher Elia Ayoub described Israel's latest use of religious symbology in Musab Qatawi's case as unsurprising, saying,
I don't know if at this point this shocks me, to be honest. It's been 18 months of them doing this pretty consistently. What's more shocking is how this doesn't shock, I guess, the rest of the world. It's not like a point of debate on the BBC. It's not like something that prompts a response from, David Lammy, the foreign minister, or anything like that. It's not a topic of conversation.
The Star of David has been around for thousands of years, and what it has come to symbolize has varied greatly through an array of different contexts. But when it's carved into a prisoner's scalp or burned into skin, what happens to its meaning? And what is this doing to Jewish identity? Jewish peace activist Anne Lippman wrote an article in November about how she stopped wearing her Star of David necklace because of what she described as becoming a symbol of supremacy and fascism. From Palestine's occupied West Bank, where she currently works to document ongoing settler violence, she said,
"There was just a day where I looked in the mirror and I realized this symbol no longer represents Jewish identity. This symbol represents Zionism, Israel, the destruction of the Palestinian people. I try not to live in that shame, but again, part of that is trying to move myself away from feeling the need to express my identity through these symbols that now mean something so different."
Jewish-American anti-Zionist writer Amanda Galender also shared her view on what Israel has done to the Star of David.
I grew up in synagogue. I grew up imbued in the Jewish community. And so, of course, for me, the Star of David was a really positive, really associating with my own Jewish faith. Palestinians didn't choose for the people who stole their land and killed them to come waving the Star of David and identifying as Jewish. So that is the symbol that the occupation chooses to represent itself when it rapes mothers, when it kidnaps fathers, when it kills children. So it's the symbol that flies in the flag, and that is our responsibility as Jewish people to address. So I don't associate with the Star of David anymore, and I haven't for years.
The Star of David has survived exile, pogroms, and genocide. But now it's being used in a different way by soldiers, by settlers, by a state. So will the symbol be able to recover from this?
Just like Judaism itself, how it existed before this ideology of Zionism, before the state of Israel became synonymous with Jewish identity. And in the same way, I think there can again be a time where the Star of David, where Judaism, where all these things no longer symbolize fascism like they do right now.
The entirety of Zionism, the entirety of Israel needs to end. And that is the only solution to ending the conflation with the Star of David as a symbol of this fascist, cruel entity. That is the answer for Jewish people looking for an answer.